On third reading, final passage of Senate Bill 52. Representative Smith Warner.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Colleagues, I am humbled and honored to come before you today in support of Senate Bill 52, ADDIES Act, which requires school districts to adopt a policy for comprehensive district for a comprehensive district plan on suicide prevention for students in grades kindergarten to 12 and provides a model policy for every district based on best practices. It is named in honor of my constituent, Addie Staub, a student at Grant High School who died by suicide in 2017. Addie came out as transgender after her junior year, and with the love and support of her family and friends, she flourished. But her return to school that fall was less supportive. Many were not accepting of her transition, while others simply did not understand. Her fellow classmates and teachers would often misgender her, sometimes intentionally. Despite being fully supported and embraced by her family, Addie struggled to find footing in a world that did not accept the person who she always knew herself to be. This is a sad fact of life for many LGBTQ youth. According to the Oregon Health Authority, suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people aged 10 to 24 in Oregon. Teenagers face ever-increasing levels of social pressure, whether from social media, school, or trauma at home. The risk of death by suicide increases in more vulnerable populations, including those with disabilities, kids facing addiction, kids with out-of-home placement such as foster care, LGBTQ youth, and those bereaved by the death by suicide of others. Teachers and school personnel often lack the knowledge and resources to address the early warning signs of emotional and physical instability, which leads to correcting behavior after a major crisis instead of preventing it. As a mom of 2 teenagers, I find the rates of teen suicide in Oregon terrifying. Senate Bill 52 will align Oregon with 47 other states that have specific protocols for schools to follow on suicide prevention best practices. When schools have a policy and plan in place, they are better able to support their students who are struggling. During the Joint Committee on Student Success's tour around the state in 2018, we heard from students at every stop about the challenges they faced both inside and outside of the classroom. They expressed the urgent need for more mental and physical health supports within their schools, including access to more counselors and mental health services. ADDIES Act, Senate Bill 52, can be one of those supports by providing all school districts across the state with a model suicide prevention policy. Thank you, colleagues, and I urge your aye vote.
Further discussion. Representative Power.